an underlying failure. Seattle, Washington feels a lot like spinning in circles. The politicians have nearly decided on war with the city, the businesses, and have demanded everybody be required to have a place to live, social housing. With people already upset at the cost of living, going up and 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 up. Appropriately for people who have big technology degrees and bank accounts full of numbers, who can work from home during the pandemic, who can go take their Tesla and shop at Whole Foods for sustainable options and make choices for Grubhub on the days they feel the desire. Other people who have lived here their whole life can't even afford to pay rent in a 4 to 5 bedroom apartment in a house where they actually built an extra room with wood frame to make it affordable, to make it okay for the people to live and not starve with hunger. People work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. People share rooms to stay here now in this city called Seattle. And the politicians and the activists are saying, oh, hell no, we ain't leaving. We own this place. And all everyone has to do is join together and tear down the oppressors, eliminate the distraction, and live free with basic income, health care, and other opportunities for anyone who can do paperwork. And anybody who bumps into the woman or man who cheerfully and gleefully hand out freebies, flyers about food, lotteries, and face masks during the coronavirus. For those unable to accomplish the task, protecting their bodies from the sickness. Building energy from the ground up, from the grassroots outwards, with families cheering everyone on, saying, yeah, we're on board. And simultaneously having pleasure. going on vacations and holidays and doing picnics up in the mountains and going to their cabins in the woods on the islands called San Juans to take a break. The people in charge are making the stimulus to get involved, be aware, and kick some butt. The people supporting those people who are supporting the people who can't afford their rent and the cost of living here now in Seattle, Washington, are getting the emotional stimulus from feeling good about what they're doing and really being an ally and sticking up for the people being bullied by the evil, disgusting, money cherishing, business addicted world. There's an underlying failure with not appreciating a smart city like Seattle, Washington, with tons of cancer research, important for not only older people, but little babies and people my age. Places trying to solve climate change, universities teaching kids and young people to be doctors. And engineers. And other places like Los Angeles with SpaceX and Caltech, and New York City with NYU, and there's this whole part of research now with schools, with smart cities. Pushing the boundaries with innovation and eliminating places like I live in now, where everybody groups up and everybody joins socially to make sure they know what's happening now. Making the conditions available that they choose and decide within their system involving behavior, choices, faces, and bodies. And instead, where I am now would be nearly and dang almost completely relevant for a future with less damage from the climate changing. Green building, good dimensions inside, plenty of room, tons of space in a small rental. With a college a train away. A grocery store with fresh vegetables and fruit and meat and vegan cheese. A block or two from the residence, from a person's residence. The rigidity with the people who are saying what needs to happen, how fast it needs to happen, when it needs to happen, and who's going to make it happen are the people who want this kind of place where these people go about their lives living and how they live, what they're living for and towards, what they do with their lives each day makes no difference to me now. And the people who would find benefit in a person like me's demise and eventual death in this system with these processes for control and knowledge and rules and limits. Will eventually die as tragically, as sadly, and disturbingly as those I see around me now who aren't cooking food in the kitchen, who aren't saying they have a dream or an aspiration or an idea, who are saying they've got a craving for some soda. They need to go see their contact. And worst of all, they want to put their eyes on the wall and see an object rather than opening their eyes in the world and feeling beauty. And awesomeness. The smart city has now been totally eliminated from this war thinking and philosophy in place with all of these people who say they've got the social answer and simply need more money. More money, more money, more dollars, more dinero, and more equality with the money too. Stacking stimulus on top of requirement to give a benefit and a reward and a stimulating world to those who need it now.